Last batch of articles I got for ya. This one surprised me. Ladies and gentlemen, Ubisoft, a company that was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Your super chat is deeply appreciated. This money will go towards a 23andMe kit. I know I'm black, but I need a DNA test to reveal if I'm Taco Fall black or just Blake Griffin black.
Yo, shout out to Trey Talks with the super chat. Appreciate it. He said, not too much on PlayStation. We love PlayStation over here. But I'm not going to lie. Out of the big three, actually four if you want to include PC, the way some of y'all look at the PC, because I feel like the PC Master Race stuff has kind of calmed down. I do feel like it was kind of insufferable probably like 10 years ago. PlayStation niggas, man, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But PlayStation niggas, y'all are the most insufferable gaming community. You can't tell them nothing. PlayStation invented everything. Oh, I hate to break it to you, didn't. But yeah, Ubisoft, a company that was on the brink of bankruptcy, a company that was saved by the success of Assassin's Creed Shadows, as well as Tencent investing into their portfolio. It would seem that this company that has almost been blown up over the last 10 years, every year of the last 10 years, has still not learned their lesson. I say that because Skull and Bones, the game that's reportedly cost them over $200 million over a span of a 10 to 15 year development cycle, they're not giving up on it. We're not going anywhere. Y'all know that meme from Wolf of Wall Street. We're not going anywhere, they said. Skull and Bones to add land combat this fall as Ubisoft outlines Year 2's content plans. Ubisoft is plotting, of course, to make Skull and Bones Year 2 the pirate multiplayer game's biggest yet, thanks to major content additions like new modes, ships, a Kraken, and something fans have begged since the launch: land combat. Yo, shout out to Cookie with the sub. Not since the launch, since this game was announced. Because remember, this was a spinoff of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They saw the success of that game and they said, we should make a pirate game. You guys had the foundation right there and made something nobody wanted. So this was not asked for since launch. It's been asked for since you guys announced the game fucking 15 years ago. Ubisoft opened its treasure chest of plans for next year of updates during a special Year 2 showcase that premiered yesterday. Its presentation was packed with content to look forward to, but it's Season 3 guts and glory that promises the land combat features players have hoped to see included since Skull and Bones originally was announced. So it's not even coming in season, it's coming in Season 3. PlayStation is the only reason we have Jesus. He found Siphon Filter and said, all right, bro. All right. They got to get to work to Singapore. Let's check out this nigga's yapping, bro. Am I older than 17? Yeah, sure. Bro, what is this ashy ass trailer, bro? How you make this shit better? Oh, there we go. It's back. Who's playing, chat? Who's playing? The Kraken. They got machine guns. Did this game get a graphical update? It actually looks better. Look, they got a massive skill tree, and the trailer doesn't have any rap music. That's how they know they believe in it. Who bought this shit? If they call me devil, I'm playing that game. Can they even afford licensed music? Yo, chill out. Chill the fuck out. Oh shit. Boo, rap music is a plus. You're not getting the reference that I'm saying. I'm not saying rap music is trash. I'm talking about a video I watched from it was a long time ago. You YouTube niggas ain't been keeping up. It's a video I showed on stream a long time ago from somebody who works in the industry who edits trailers, and is universally agreed in the industry. A lot of times if rap music is in a game trailer and it's not contextual, meaning it adds something to the trailer, it's a sign that they don't believe in the game. And then once you know this and you start paying attention, you be like, wait a minute, why is this generic ass rap music? It's because rap music is made by black people. Black people are synonymous with being cool, so they try to make their shitty game look cooler by putting rap music in it as a distraction. Psychology, guys. Mortal Kombat X is a good example, though. That he actually used that in the video. He said Mortal Kombat X is, and I agree. When they used 21 Savage, that was contextual. That's what contextual means. Guys, we need to learn what words mean. That using 21 Savage in Mortal Kombat made complete sense because he makes violent music and it was a violent game. He said low IQ YouTube shit. But yeah, a lot of times rap music isn't contextual in video games, so like it doesn't really add anything. But you said the title of the video. It was something on TikTok. It's an Asian dude. Look up game trailers and rap music. That was like 6 months ago. I showed that video. It's also on Hokage highlights somewhere. Who started rap music and game trailers mainstream? Call of Duty. Call of Duty doesn't put rap music in their trailers. Let's be specific. Call of Duty puts Eminem in their trailers. They don't put rap music if it's not Eminem. And I get it, Eminem's a rapper, but they don't put other rappers. They put Eminem. And that shit sucks, by the way. I hear that flippity floppity rippity rappity ass shit. You know what demographic that's supposed to appeal to. Anyways, there's actually some preview gameplay that I came across on Twitter I guess this is from the same presentation for the season 2 land stuff. All stuff that I think should have been in the game in the first place. On, fix your video player. And it looks like they're building it from the ground up, which is crazy because once again, I can't stress enough, this was all a spinoff of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They could have took Assassin's Creed Black Flag's engine and made it multiplayer. Like, this looks rough. The animations look janky. Why are they wasting resources on Skull and Bones? Because they need money to stay afloat. You guys got to keep in mind, Tencent invested in the new spin-off company for Ubisoft. And in that portfolio, Tencent now owns a portion of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and I think Rainbow. Their big three. But Ubisoft still owns Skull and Bones. They still own The Division. So they got to find a way to bring in some money. They can't let it die. The sunken cost fallacy, baby. The sunken cost fallacy. I just finished the 2K video. It was a work of art. I appreciate you. I will never understand the hype around wanting to be a pirate, to be honest. I'll never understand it either. I don't think they're particularly interesting. Pirates are low IQ. They're dirty. 100,000 niggas on a boat for 9 months at a time. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be with you niggas on a boat for 9 months at a time. But I mean, if you look at the demographic that tends to love pirates, what do they have in common with pirates? They don't wash their legs. So, and what do pirates not do? Wash their legs. So, it doesn't surprise me that they don't like pirates. They like pirates. They like Vikings. It's the relatability, you know. Wait, I don't wash my ass either. I'm good off that. Yeah, I'd rather be a ninja or some shit. Yeah, they got scurvy. Which, by the way, for those unaware, I can't stress this enough. Pirates got scurvy. Scurvy, for those unaware, is just vitamin C deficiency. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Pirates, the beloved pirates, a lot of them died because they didn't drink orange juice. They didn't drink apple juice. They didn't eat no fruits. None of that shit. Go watch One Piece. Fuck One Piece. The Skull and Bones got microtransactions? Because I don't know. I played that shit for like an hour. I couldn't even tell you. But if I had to take an educated guess, probably. Because Assassin's Creed has a battle pass, so ain't no way this game ain't got some microtransactions in that shit, boy. Oh my god. The 2K vid, the microtransactions was fire. I appreciate you, boy. My boy. Hey, make sure y'all hitting the like button on that video. We got some news from Phil Spencer, the Xbox boss, for those unaware. Phil Spencer says not every game has to have a movie or a TV show tie-in, but promises you're going to see more adaptations for Microsoft games. Every year, more and more games are adapted into TV shows, and hardly a day goes by without a new adaptation deal being announced. Got stuff like Sonic, Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy. From a second Resident Evil movie, reboot to a film based on Split Fiction to the Just Cause movie. Who asked for this? Announced way back in 2011. Once again, getting a new writer and director. It's easy to see why. All those previous Resident Evil movies grossed over $1 billion combined. The Super Mario Bros. Movie took in over $1.3 billion in 2023, and each of those 3 Sonic movies did in the neighborhood of $500 million each. I can't stress this enough. I feel like So your just chatting segments might be my favorite part of the streaming content on the internet. I appreciate you, actually, JG, the real JG. I can't stress this enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a new prediction out there, chat, because you know 9 times out of 10 a nigga be right, even though y'all don't clout me up. I'm gonna throw a new prediction out there. Video game movies and TV shows are 100% getting better. I'd argue there are more good than bad. You got Sonic, the Super Mario movie, The Last of Us. I'd argue they are getting better. They are much better compared to when I was a kid. Oh yeah, Fallout. Oh, how did I forget about that? Yeah, the Fallout TV show was gas. I'm looking forward to season 2. But I'm gonna make a new prediction. I think we're inching towards a video game adaptation bubble that's gonna burst. Part of the reason, and this is my humble opinion, part of the reason why the most successful video game movies and TV shows are successful is because, one, yes, they are good, but they're also based off of popular IPs. Minecraft, whether it was good or bad, and from my understanding, that shit is ass, it was gonna go because Minecraft is a global IP. Mario's a global IP. Sonic, I guess he's global. You niggas is weird, but he's a global IP. You get the point. These are household names. Whether you're a gamer or not, you've at least heard of Super Mario. Who the fuck asked for this shit going double paper plate. It don't matter how good it is. Most of y'all have in the chat have probably never even played Just Cause. Who the fuck asked for a Just Cause movie? Who asked for a Horizon Forbidden West movie? So as Hollywood sees, oh, this is a new fountain to make some money off of it, and they try to drain it, they're gonna find out real quick. Some of these games are not movie worthy. The Last of Us was already a successful game that was also story driven. It was just as story driven as it was gameplay driven. But what changed? What made studios randomly lock in on adaptations and make them good? I think gaming as an art form is being more respected. You know, me being an older gentleman, I lived through the era of horrible video game movies and TV shows. And something like, I mean, the king of the crop is the Super Mario movie, the original Super Mario movie from the 90s, the live action. Halo was ass. I think that Hollywood was just looking to cash in on the popularity of the content without truly understanding it. And it seems like Hollywood is hiring people that are at least trying to understand what they're getting themselves involved in before they were just making shit and pissing people off. So I think there's more respect for the culture, because you got to keep in mind, when I was a kid, gaming was just looked at as it was for kids. And to be fair, it was. That's why the average gamer nowadays is 35, because all of us 90s kids have grown up. So what used to be considered for kids is now for adults, even though there's still a large population of gamers who play, that are kids that play games like Fortnite, Roblox, all that shit. Although a lot of you niggas be on the Ice Spice server, Munch World, and the O-Block server. It's a lot of 30-year-olds on the O-Block server too. I don't know why. We still got to live with the Dragon live action. I'll never forget that. Dragon live action. You talking about Dragon Ball? That shit was ass. Shout out to Munch World. Mortal Kombat for a Fat Ass Minute was seen as the only good video game adaptation. Yeah, and even that was like mid. Like, it was just good in comparison to the old stuff. The original Mortal Kombat movies from the 90s he was talking about. We don't speak about that live action. Double Dragon, Tekken, King of the Fighters, DOA were all ass. So I think, you know, as people continue to respect things, it'll continue to get better. I think there's still going to be the occasional dud. But for the most part, I think video game movies and TV shows, they're here for now. But there's going to be a bubble, I think, that's going to burst if they keep trying to turn everything into a movie. Everything doesn't need to be a movie. And if they take that route, we'll be in a better position. That's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on it. Let me end this conversation by asking y'all this, because Phil Spencer said specifically there would definitely be more Microsoft adaptations. What do y'all want to see in terms of a Microsoft TV or movie, TV show or movie? I swear to God, if these niggas make a Forza movie, that shit the fuck out of here. Gears of War. I feel like Gears of War, in order for it to be a good adaptation, Gears of War can only work one of two ways. It needs to be a 3-part movie series, or it needs to be a television series where there's like 20 episodes and they can flesh it out. Because for those who like, if you from the outside looking in and you never played Gears of War, it looks like a bunch of meatheads fighting zombies and shit like that. The story is pretty deep in Gears of War. And I feel like there's a lot to unpack there that you cannot do in a 2-hour process. They would have to make like 3 movies, or it had to be a television series. Like Gears has lore that they can explore. Halo, they already fucked up, so don't bring up Halo. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is Steam. That's Valve. That's not Microsoft. Ninja Gaiden movie, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft does own Ninja Gaiden now. Yeah.
This money will go towards a 23andMe kit. I know I'm black, but I need a DNA test.
Yo, shout out to Dark City with the super chat. He said a prototype movie. I could see prototype actually putting people who don't play games in the chairs to go see it. Just because Alex Mercer was like a cool character with cool abilities. Like I can see that poster with his little knife hand. I can see that selling seats. A Banjo-Kazooie show. I could see a Banjo-Kazooie like TV show for kids. I could see that actually. If Sonic can get it, like Sonic Prime, I could see Banjo. The only problem with Banjo and like a TV show is like Banjo's not popping like Sonic. Like Sonic has always remained culturally relevant. Banjo-Kazooie is not culturally relevant outside of millennials. A Wolfenstein movie. I feel like a Wolfenstein movie could work, but would it be successful? I don't know. Because it seems like, I don't know. I can't speak for the rest of the world. At least, I can. In Europe, y'all don't fuck with that shit. But I don't know if it would be domestically successful in America. Because it seems like a lot of Americans have become very tolerant of Nazis. So like a movie where you're just killing and punching Nazis, I don't think a lot of Americans will like that. Because a lot of y'all seem to support them. Just going to put that out there. And it ain't me, nigga. It ain't me. Fuck niggas. Anyways. Oh shit. That movie would do good in Europe though. Y'all stand on business over there. I'll give Europe that W. A Leisure Suit Larry movie. Yeah, just get on the hub, nigga. Watch Dogs movie might go hard. I think there's already one in the works. I could see that working. Wolkenstein. Starfield. Nigga, what would the Starfield movie be about? What would that be about? That game don't even got a story. Like, what the fuck would that shit be about? That should be boring as hell.
Justin Bieber once said.
Yo, shout out to the Dex Lab. Shout out to Dex Lab with the sub. Loading screens. The fucking Starfield movie would be you showing up to the movie theater and I'll be like, all right, guys, we got a surprise for you. What the Starfield movie actually is. And then they dim the lights and then they recline your chair. And unless you go to a ghetto movie theater where they don't have reclining chairs, then they're gonna ask you to just look up. So your neck gonna be hurting. So you're gonna have to look up, and then they're gonna turn on the projector, and it's just gonna be stars. And then they're gonna play some like calming music, and you have to listen to that and watch it for 2 hours. That's the Starfield movie. That's the story right there. You're welcome. It's just fucking ASMR live. Dishonored. I don't know about live action, but I can see an animated Dishonored movie. You gonna wear your Minish cap when the Legend of Zelda movie comes out if the rumors are true? Well, it's not a rumor. It's already been confirmed. They're working on a Legend of Zelda movie. Will I wear my Minish cap to the movie theater? No, maybe I'll wear it the day it comes out, like on stream or something. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those guys that shows up to the movie theater with the camera for a TikTok with my Minish cap and my fucking Hyrule shield, my Master Shield and Master Sword.
Super chats are just
I'd like to buy a ticket. What movie? What movie you think I'm fucking here for?
I get the chance to glaze.
Yo,
gaze into Sonic's dreamy.
Shout out to Trey Talks Music with the sub, and shout out to Sly with the sub, and shout out to Trey Talks with the super chat. BioShock HBO show would go crazy. I can see that. But like that's such a tired ass joke that people be doing. when the new somebody's gonna do it again. When the new Spider-Man movie comes out in 2027, 28, whatever the future Miles Morales one is, niggas gonna show up dressed as Spider-Man. They're gonna be like, let me get one movie ticket to the theater. Let me get one ticket to the movie theater. They're gonna be like, what movie you want to see? And the camera's gonna turn. They're gonna be dressed as Miles Morales. What do you think I want to see? My fucking shut the fuck up. TikTok is great for information. And like there are legit funny people who do skits and stuff like that. But then also like there's like 50% of the community is just people who copy each other and like they promote that shit. Like I don't respect that shit, bro. I don't respect that shit. Like get your own idea, pussy. Again, I think a Spyro movie would be good. I can see a Spyro TV show. The problem with Spyro is he's not relevant outside of millennials. Yo, shout out to Dark Rises with the subs. Appreciate it.
Sub to someone in the chat.
Hit the Kawaii laugh. I didn't get that on my joint. Shout out to Dark Rises. We got a new Elden Ring trailer. Elden Ring announced a new character, the Raider character. Let me turn this shit on. Raider. Who's ready? This May. Next month, Elden Ring back. I can see a Dead Space movie working, like a horror movie. Shout out to Conky with the sub. What the hell is that? That's kind of fire. He can summon a damn wall to give you the high ground. We about to go Super Star Wars on niggas. I have the high ground. That's kind of gas to get away from new attacks. I'm gonna try that class. There was an anime Dead Space. I didn't know. Who's ready? Next month, big Elden Ring. That's why I'm trying to get through these damn single player games, because you know we're gonna be grinding this shit. Do you think a Call of Duty movie would work? Think of any military movie with a white grizzled beard white man. That's Call of Duty, guys. That's fucking Call of Duty. We got enough. I can see a Souls Bloodborne anthology series being good. What was it? The writer of Elden Ring said he wants to make a movie. It's about getting things done though. And then last but not least, nerd news. Nvidia's RTX 5060 Ti and RTX 5060 have been announced. This will be the budget card for the 50 line. The 50 line, for those who don't, PC game, the 50 line of Nvidia cards is the latest entry. It goes 5060, 5070, 5080, 5090. Obviously, the higher you go, the more powerful. The 5060 is the budget one, and it starts at $299. We can work with our partners to get these things out at reasonable prices, and they're trying to keep I read this article. They're trying to keep the prices down, regardless of tariffs or whatever. 300 is pretty good. What is this in comparison, though, in terms of power, though? How many gigawatts this shit got? It's going to be 600 when the scalpers get them. No, they're not going to say. Both 16 gigabytes and 8 gigabyte card. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that. I wouldn't buy that. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to PC gaming, if you want to get an RTX graphics card, I always recommend at least get the 70. I always get the 80 or the 90. But like, if you're on a budget, like the 70 is like the sweet spot. Like, I would recommend getting the 5070 or get a 4090 or a 4080 Super. Yeah, I got a 4080 Super. But 8 gigabytes in big 2025. Yeah, that's kind of ass for $300. I wouldn't recommend this shit. Don't sleep on AMD GPUs. AMD GPUs are cool if you're not trying to be a content creator. If you just want to game and you're on a budget, AMD GPUs give you a good price to performance. My issue always been with AMD is like they don't have the tools that I need to produce content, which is, that's like a very specific issue. So like if you don't care about that shit, then go for the AMD. It's cool. I don't have a PC. I got the 4070 Ti. I'm glad I bought my 4080 Super last year. I'm also glad because my tax write-off. I almost forgot to write my PC off. I was like, wait a minute, I bought a PC. 5070 Ti is the lowest you can go if you can get it. That's what I'm saying. Like the 60 series, I would never recommend it. Always get the 70 or higher, 4070 or 5070. Like always get the 70 or higher, I think. But the new AMD GPU is popping off though. The 50 series is not doing well. Yeah, I've seen the 50 series has been having issues. Like reportedly, it's better to just get the 40 series right now. Don't forget about the sub box today. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Yeah, we're going to sub box. I got you. I forgot to go in there yesterday. Hopefully, is there anything interesting I should be aware of? Let me switch my account real quick. You see AMD went down 8% earlier. 8%. You talking about their stocks? I mean, that's a stock market period if you're talking about stocks. John Morant's hostiles. John Morant's got grenades. Schedule early access review. Blades of Fire official combat review. I got a Spider-Man 4060 GPU gifted to me in my pops before he thought Spider-Man was woke. Your dad thinks Spider-Man is woke. Official tech test announcement trailer. Arc Raiders playtest signs up. I seen the trailer right there. Go check it out. I don't really know too much about that game. I don't tell me the Kickstarter trailer. I'm not looking at that, nigga. You ain't getting no money from me. Anyone on Baldur's Gate 3 for the new patch? I seen they added like 8 new subclasses. It's the last patch that they doing. They dropping content. Now is a good time if you haven't played Baldur's Gate. It's a good time to get into it. They just dropped a shit ton. Oh, it's 12? My bad. Yeah, they dropped a shit ton of content. Chains of Freedom official launch trailer. I've never heard of this game. Leftovers KO. Beneath official what? Steel Hunters. Plus they made crossplay now too. Crossplay's working finally. RuneScape Dragon Wins official narrative gameplay trailer. I just watched your new 2K upload. Appreciate it. I love how like people say that they don't see my videos in the sub box. And then I drop a video about 2K and everybody sees the video in the sub box. Gooner. Oh, that's JG. I think it'd be lying. And the funny part is there's no reason to lie. It's just certain topics people are interested in. We already watched Skull and Bones. Yeah, niggas is shackled to that game. Niggas act like just stop the fucking lying. Like, oh shit. It's a PvPvE extraction shooter from former Battlefield devs. Gotcha. Get the Night Rain.
Your super chat is deeply appreciated. This money will go towards a 23andMe kit. I know I'm black, but I need a DNA test to reveal if I'm Taco Fall black or just Blake Griffin black.
It's shout out to Dion with the $5 super chat. As someone I'm thinking of getting into independent games journalism, any tips? Yeah, do a YouTube channel. Print media is all but dead. Like, there's really no point in starting a website. It's a lot of work, and you're not going to get much in return. The only people who are making money, and they're barely making money, is mainstream corporate media, like your Kotakus, IGN, GameStop, Polygons, GameSpot, my bad. But there's no reason to start a website. Start a YouTube channel, and produce news content there if you want to be a games journalist. Yeah, don't be a grifter. And then also, if you can, get out to events. Networking and gaming is no different than any other industry. Like you can find emails and send people emails like for like game codes or interviews, and that'll work sometimes, but the best way to make connections is in real life. So if you can get out to like Summer Games Fest or something like that as like and actually shake hands and meet people, you're more inclined to get things because people remember somebody they had a beer with more than anything. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, don't be a fucking grifter. He's right in the chat. Also, small YouTube channels are being pushed a lot more. Yeah, small YouTube channels are being pushed more in the algorithm. I see it all the time. So make sure your thumbnail game is good. Check your sources. Start a YouTube channel. Make sure it's only. Yeah, always check your sources. I'm very adamant about checking. It pays off in the long run. It builds off. It builds up rapport with the audience. I've been played that shit, Jade. Okay, I think Rebels 11 exclusive trailer. What the fuck is that? Credibility. Yeah, I meant to say credibility. Streaming draft, the 2025 Vergecast streaming. What the fuck is that? Just make sure you don't network with the Sparking Zero community. Don't break your NDA. If you, I feel like that goes without saying. Don't break your NDA. If you get the opportunity to get early access to something, don't break your fucking NDA. Like, that's fucking funny. Star Wars Unlimited official Legends of the Force trailer. What is this? That was one of the biggest issues with one of my old clients, bro. Would just be spewing false info on drama. It's crazy too that people get sucked into this vortex of like false information, because this right here, Perplexity AI, ask it a question. Like, I don't know, who developed PS5 Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Like, you just ask it questions. There's free and there's a paid account. The free is pretty good. I have the premium because I like this shit. Not only does it give you the info, but then it actually gives you sources. Like, it's so easy to source shit now, and niggas still get it wrong. This app right here helps me a lot with researching for my videos and stuff. Also, make sure you're reading what it says, because sometimes it might hallucinate. It might give you wrong info. That's why you check your sources. Casual Loop official announcement trailer. What is this? You know about the Capcom collection Into the Fire Extended. I use Grok. I got off of Grok. I don't trust that shit. They be giving really weird answers. Also, fuck Elon. Eternal Strand Stargazer DLC. I have Perplexity Pro subscription as well. Their different models are good, especially for the deep. Nah, facts. I love the fact that you get access to pretty much every model. That shit is fire if you know how to use them. You seen the Trump physical shit? This nigga's a dictator. What do you mean the Trump physical? Oh, you talking about how they released his paperwork and they said he's in good health because he wins golf tournaments that they let him win, by the way. They said he's 6'2" and like 224. Like, nigga, no, you're not. Shut the fuck up, bro. I can look at Trump and tell you right now, Trump is between 260 and 280. You know how? Anybody can back me up on this. If you've done any type of physical sport where you have to weigh in, I have a background in wrestling. I can usually look at somebody and tell what they fucking weigh. Like, nigga, you weigh between fucking 240 and 280, if not heavier, possibly. They was pulling up pictures of football players who were like 220. They was like extra shredded. Like, shut your fat ass up, bro.
I'm thankful for your disgusting black creature.
They say he built like De'Aaron Fox. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Yo, shout out to Lokio with the $5 super chat. He said, I'm new to comic book collecting. I have a Spider-Man Unlimited series. Don't know where to start. Read what you interested in, dog. I just showed it off yesterday. A new Amazing Spider-Man series came out last week. You can find it, Amazing Spider-Man #1, if you're into Spider-Man, because I see you have Spider-Man as your fucking logo. You might want to start with that. But if you don't know what to read, go in your local comic book store and just ask them. Every comic book store I've ever been into is usually very knowledgeable people because it's such a niche thing. Like, I asked them because I didn't even know a sequel for The Last Ronin had came out, and I asked them what they thought, and they gave me their opinion. I was like, all right, I'll try this one out. Just ask questions. Authoritarians and Fascism 101, trying to build that image for a strong man. You don't like a strong man, like a fat ass, bro. Hey, but that Kilmar Garcia story, boy. I seen white folks in Idaho was pissed about that shit. I saw, the honky tonk red towns is mad about this shit too. I'm like, thank you. People are finally waking up. I said, this might be the story. Vindictus Divine. That's only 36 seconds. The honky tonk Ford F-150 towns are even getting pissed. Like, this is not fucking American. But what happened to the Ninja Turtle game? They just announced that they were working on it. Like last year. Games take at least 2 to 4 years to be developed. Killmonger was a storyline. No, his name is Kilmar Garcia. What happened? A man in Maryland was kidnapped by ICE and sent to an El Salvador detention. His name is Kilmar Garcia. Google it. They said that he was a gang member. It turns out he wasn't, and he's an American citizen. The Supreme Court ruled in a 9-0 decision, meaning all Supreme Court members agreed he needs to be brought back to America, and Trump said no. Oh, you said Killmonger? No, I did not say Killmonger. Did I say Killmonger? Yeah, the Supreme Court said they need to bring him back, and Trump's like, whatever. So they're violating an American's rights. A lot of people. You said Killmonger. I think it's heard Killmonger. I said Killmonger. He's most likely dead, by the way. Pay attention. This is a good one, boy. This is a good one. Rise of the Rebellion. People, even people that voted for this shit are starting to see, like, wait a minute, because if they do that to him, they're gonna do it to anybody they fucking want to do it to. He's literally violating our separations of power. You're supposed to listen to the Supreme Court, but yeah, he's violating due process. Big problem. Big problem. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's, yeah, I guess. All right, let's check out some of this shit. You know it's bad if the Supreme Court reached a unanimous decision? Exactly, because like half of the Supreme Court are conservatives.
This is where you put what you've learned about weapons and forging into practice.
Who do you think Durant's playing for next year? Who cares, bro? He's ruined his legacy. I don't care. That nigga's a 36-year-old nigga with a fucking Achilles heel problem. Prediction, whoever he plays for next year, they probably won't win nothing.
Slashing, piercing, and blunt types. With some weapons having the option of swapping between both
Thanks for the
slashing
resub,
and
pal.
piercing.
Now I can afford a retwist.
Yo, shout out to Sir with the sub. Appreciate it.
To ensure
we playing, because this shit look rough.
Check the enemy's
unless it's the Lakers
points and cycle through your equipped weapons.
Meanwhile, JD Vance dropping championship trophies. I saw that. I saw he broke the trophy.
Points ensures that you'll
What's up, buddy?
work of all those you come up against. Make use of the terrain by sticking to the higher ground to gain the advantage in battle. Atso is also here to assist. He will analyze and document every enemy you encounter, recording...
Yeah, this is like a little Full Sail University to me.
Starting my notes on these foul, putrid ones.
Watch out.
The more you face each enemy type...
I don't want no beans and toast. I'm good off that. I'm also good off this game. Arc Raiders. Okay, this is the game y'all was hyping up. I feel like I keep hearing about this game, but I still don't know much about it. How am I liking the new Vermont update? I haven't touched the new Virginia update in Call of Duty just because, like, I don't play that. That shit is... Like, last I read, isn't there like 600,000 hackers in Warzone? Like, if there's like 2 million players on those servers any given night, like literally a third of the fucking population are cheaters. I don't give a fuck about Virginia. Should play the finals. I did play it. It didn't have enough content. That's why I dropped it.
Got it down, Raider.
The trailers for the gameplay dropped not too long. Oh, you know what? I do remember this game. I remember thinking I didn't understand the point of it. It looked like another early access survival game. Can anybody get into this tech test from April 30th to the 4th? Or you have to sign up for this? Virginia? I thought it was Verdansk. Yeah, it's Vermont. Vermilion City. Squirrel with a gun! Woo, 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 woo. What was he talking about? Goofy ass rap music and game trailers?
To the haters, hi to the doubters, hi to the winners, and hi to the
doing shit in this game, bro.
Lately I can move mountains since I look within myself, and so I'm better off without him.
Off-brand Logic. I seen a clip from Logic the other day. Like he rapping like fucking Future or Playboy Cardi or something. Somebody put it in the group chat. I wish I would have saved the clip because I couldn't believe what I heard. I said, "Is this guy okay? Can someone check on Logic? Is anybody know what I'm talking about?" I saw that. Who got the link to that clip? I was like, what is this dude doing? He was rapping like Cardi. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? What is this game about? Said Bobby biracial. Let me see. What's his name? Logic, rapping like Playboy, Cardi. Let's see. I remember he had like a red fit on in the clip. I think this is it right here. Logic wants to be Playboy Cardi so bad. This is his new joint.
It's a fee. If you want it, can't get
New Bobby biracial.
Oh yeah, such a mystery. All that shit you talking,
That's that new Logic right there, bro. Yeah, stop jumping at me. Be nice. I'm gonna get to you. I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you, buddy. Worst black cosplayer. Yeah, I won't be listening to this album. I'll tell you that much, man. Joe Budden really ruined this man's confidence. He said, "I'm muting this." That shit is embarrassing. Like, bro, what are you doing? Chains of Freedom.
When the meteorite struck, it unleashed a hostile disease, plunging our
He said he like 40. Hey, hold on. You know what's so funny too? He is like 40. I always say the same thing about Drake. Y'all don't be saying that about him though. Y'all be using that old nigga shit against everybody but Drake. You did it to fucking J. Cole too when he came out with the grippy shit too, which is completely fair. Be like, yo, nigga, you're like 40 talking about grippy. I'm just saying, I just wish people would keep the same energy about Drake. My fucking 23-year-old girlfriend won't stop using my credit card. Like, bro, we don't want to hear that shit, dude. You're 40.
Now, we stand as guardians, fighting to protect our world and vanquish all who threaten our existence.
Hostile sighted.
Yeah, we're not playing this. Another top-down asymmetrical indie game. Leftovers. Okay. Like twerking to this shit. Got a little beat to it, a little New Orleans bounce to it. What is this bootleg? Lil Mac. Punch Out. Yeah, this Punch Out clone. The beat kind of hitting though. Anime Punch Out. It sound like Crash Bandicoot with like a New Orleans bounce on it. Let's see. Is this inspired by it? Check out Leftovers KO, the trailer for the upcoming Punch Out. Yeah, it is inspired by it. Hand-drawn animated boxing game where you can punch out, fight a bunch of leftovers. Oh, so you're fighting leftovers out of the kitchen. What's this? What's the context? Like, what's the story? Why are you fighting leftover fucking rice and shit? Yeah, this looks cool. Bro's getting beat by meat. This is a cool indie game. He fighting leftover Thanksgiving food and shit. It looked kind of cool, but how much they want for it, I doubt they charge him more than 20 or 30 for it. Man, there's a Steam page right here. Is there a price on it? They got a demo if anybody wants to play it. It's on Steam. You can play the demo if you want to try it out. So you ain't got to worry about how you just figure out if you like it or not. Bring back demos. I like the layered meanings. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. Like, it definitely is a layered meaning on the title. That's a clever title. Beneath, official Lovecraftian Days trailer. Whip your head, boy. Why is this trailer so ashy? Yo, dear game developers, especially indie game developers where you only got one shot. Can we stop releasing ashy 1080p trailers? When you export the video, watch it back and ask yourself, does this look good? Matter of fact, don't ask yourself, because a lot of times you can't find your own mistakes. Send it to some friends and family and say, hey, does this look ashy? This trailer needs some lotion, bro. It needs some fucking lotion. RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
Adventure called, a brave few answered, and the expedition set sail. Among them, an elite band of explorers, some of Gillinor's finest. They were bound for uncharted waters in pursuit of a legend. Ashenfall.
Where are all these trailers from? I follow game trailers on YouTube. They have a lot of trailers that like mainstream media won't post. A lot of times the problem with IGNs and the game spots of the world is they only will post like super AAA shit. I like to follow and like know other stuff that's coming out too. So game trailers is a good one for getting all the indie games, or even the AA games.
Skies, blades.
But this is RuneScape. Y'all said y'all like RuneScape, right?
Cast, but the dragons rained ruin, and so they vanished into the wild. They adapted, endured.
Man, ain't no gameplay. It's just a let me see some gameplay. Looks fire. I think it dropped today. Hey, if you having fun, have fun with it, Raph. Oh, this is what I seen somebody, because I was scrolling on TikTok on the toilet. I seen somebody playing this earlier. I didn't know what the fuck this was. He was playing RuneScape. I recognized the art style. So I think it did come out today. It looked okay from what I was watching. This doesn't look bad. Just want to say thank you. I tried Dragon Age Veilguard for the first time last night, and I actually like it. I don't know anything about the world. I just dove in. That's why it's important to try things for yourself. What might be a 5 out of 10 for somebody might be an 8 for you. Art is subjective. I get that games are expensive, but if something like Dragon Age Veilguard is free and you got free time and you want to try it, like, why not try it? Like, fuck it, you know? $30 is a big ass, but it has good reviews. So is this the proper RuneScape sequel people were looking for? Yeah, I'm excited for NBA playoffs. You know it? Huh, maybe I'll try this. This doesn't look bad. This doesn't look bad. Shout out to RuneScape. Hell Express. Another indie horror. Over the top asymmetrical shooter.
Dear Enid.
What you got coming out the West? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I think the playoffs is gonna be really fun this year because I genuinely don't know who's gonna win this year.
I have joined a limo delivery company.
I'm gonna just be sitting back watching.
It is called the Hell Express. Our job is to make deliveries in and out of the realm of the dead. Couriering last farewells.
Okay, see? It's gonna depend on whether or not Chet can stay healthy. Also, SGA has been dealing with shin splints as well too.
Retrieving forgotten
Skip this,
loves.
you ain't playing it. Nigga, you know what? You right. Star Wars Unlimited. What? A card game. Casual loop.
Humans always
The NBA wants Lakers versus Celtics. If it is Lakers versus Celtics, there's a script.
find a way.
Casual.
You are no different.
Fuck Nico. To the day I die.
Adversity shapes you, pushes you, makes you defy the inevitable.
Yeah, that's true, but everyone's injured this time of the year.
Is not enough.
I'm just saying, all I'm saying is like, I'm not saying that OKC can't win it all. I'm just saying it's not guaranteed because somebody said OKC's coming out the West and I said no because Chet is still dealing with that hip injury and he's been very off and on. And then when he does play, he really hasn't been, he has a couple good games, but he really hasn't been particularly great. And then, like I said, SGA has been having shin splints, which, you know, is someone who suffered from shin splints in the past. That's a big deal. You keep putting pressure on your shins, then it leads to micro tears in your leg, and you could fracture your fucking leg. So like you have to manage shin splints, absolutely.
Amidst failure, you hunt for clarity. The one path that changes.
Yeah, that shit fucking sucks. It hurts.
You see patterns where others see chaos.
Ja Morant is hurt. Wow. What a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised that nigga get traded, bro. What a surprise.
To greatness.
Ooh, this look pretty.
And others to disaster. Yet, even at your lowest, you always find a way.
Interesting. Lakers got a chance to make a deep run. Lakers will only go as far as their bench takes them. And as well, Luka's going to have to turn the fuck up because, you know, LeBron has been off and on injured this year too. He's been dealing with a groin injury a lot. So like Luka's got to lead. Luka's got to lead and LeBron's got to be like a number 2. If Luka goes crazy and then just the bench just has got to show up, they could make a deep run too. Yeah, Luka's got to play defense too. Yeah. But I really think they're only going to go as far as Luka in the bench. Nico ruined my fucking my year.
Join the adventure.
Yo, y'all got the snow bunny, bro. Y'all got Lady Luka. What's her name? We was talking about it yesterday for the Dallas Wings. Y'all got Lady Luka.
An isolated.
It's snow bunny season, right?
As a bold explorer, survive for 30 days. Listen to the voice of nature and save as many lives as you can from the.
That's what he wants at this point in his career. I agree.
The Cableway Old
Station. Yeah, y'all got Paige. Or Steam Early Access Survival.
When I
was bunny season.
To play Tony Hawk Pro Skate 5 on a PS2, I just fell in love with the game because I fell in love with the skating too.
Y'all excited for this joint?
It was the best feeling ever to play and then to go skate. And when I'm skating, it's like I feel free.
I am.
No, it's crazy to think because
she a dog.
10 years ago I was
peep.
in my home. Now I'm in the game, and to know that the girls are gonna.
I remember that level. Yeah, the airport.
And skate, so that makes me feel really stoked.
I'm excited when it goes 50% off on sale. Well, it would be on Game Pass. Because I'm not gonna lie, I felt the same way. I was like, I'll get it when it's on sale, but I ain't buying it day one. But it's gonna be on Game Pass, so you can get it for free if you got Game Pass. How about them Wizards? We need to get Cooper, bro. We need to get Cooper. Have you seen the trailer for Mop Skater? Nah, what's that? Is that new? Snow Bunny season. The first new skate game of 2025 is Mop Skater. Is this I don't want to hear a YouTuber's opinion. Gameplay. New on Steam, Mop Skater. Nigga, what the fuck is this? All right, you're 600. You want him off this thing? Drop 5 subs in the chat to apologize. I'm not playing janitor skater. Oh yeah. You gotta drop 5 subs in the chat to apologize. This is goofy as fuck. Not playing that shit. Eternal Strand Stargazer. I seen that. Yeah, that's senior project. I appreciate the 5 subs in the chat. That's the least you can do for apologize to wasting our time.
Savage Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh shit. New weapon recipes. This game definitely got lost in the shuffle. It looked good, but it's too many games to play. New epic creature. Designed with visionary concept artists. With more original content. I tried it, it was okay. This definitely got lost in the shuffle. I remember because it looked like Phoenix Rising from Ubisoft. Yeah, too many games to waste time on bad ones. Not just time, money. This game doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look good enough for me to try anything else. Like get off in one game and go to another. Are you seeing Sinners this weekend? I'm gonna try to, if not next weekend. It depends on. I gotta see what we're doing this weekend. There's a museum. There's like a limited time museum out here in LA that my girl wants to go to. So I don't know if we're going to that this weekend, but if not, I'm trying to see Sinners. Project Pantheon. It's definitely on the bucket list though.
What manner of calamity requires my attention?
How much of my hard-earned money would it cost to get you to try Elder Scrolls, the remake? Save your money, bro. I don't want to play that shit. I don't like that first-person night shit.
Let's see. Gods.
I have not seen The Last of Us. Probably watch that this weekend too.
Their relationship.
I got comic books I need to read. It's too much going on, Chad. It's too much content. It's too much content to be so goddamn angry. I'll say that much. And then the shit you should be angry about, motherfuckers is not angry about. What the fuck am I looking at? First person night shit? I don't want to play that shit. I don't want to play none of that first person night shit. I've never wanted to be a fucking knight. This is somebody's senior project at fucking Full Sail University. This is an Elden Ring. This is Elden Wedding Band. I'm still playing it, Rob. As I'm saying, I'm overwhelmed. And I've been trying to be consistent in the gym too. That's why I be tired, bro. Like that's my rule. I'm doing a challenge right now. That's why I be tired. 30 days. Every day on the goddamn Stairmaster, no matter what I do. Like today was leg day. I still got on the Stairmaster, did 30 minutes, bro. I'm tired, man. It's just not enough time. Look, all right. I don't know. Look at where the Wind Meets gameplay trailer. Meets gameplay. What's this right here? Twitch said the Daredevil finale was good. Yeah, they said it was. John Morant rolls his ankle on this play. Hope he's okay.
Start of March. Let's take a look here, Kev. Oh.
I was talking about it yesterday, bro. Freaking, I don't know what it is with these new niggas. They more skilled than ever. Be doing all these shifty moves and shit, right? But these niggas is allergic to the weight room. I don't know what it is with this new gen of basketball players. They want to do all this shifty shit, right? But here's the problem with doing all this shifty stuff now. It's very intense on your joints, doing all that movement and stuff like that. So like, I'd argue it's more important than ever, just for my background in kinesiology. And I'm surprised that their trainers allow them to do whatever the fuck they want. Just from my background in kinesiology, this stuff is very intense on your tendons and your joints. So it's more important to weightlift than ever when you're doing all this shit. Like you don't got to be bulky, but they do need to bulk up some, because for those you unaware, there are many benefits to weightlifting. It's not just being strong. It also strengthens your fucking tendons, so you're less inclined to get injured. It's like a lot of skinny dudes that just be doing all this shifty shit, and like you see, like nothing crazy even happened. Just landed, fucking ankle just kind of gave out
on his own,
just to protect yourself.
It didn't look like he
like, bro, they be doing extremely specific basketball exercises instead of just lifting weights. Yep, and that stuff makes you better at basketball, but you got to find the balance. That's how Tim Duncan stayed in the league for so long. That's why LeBron stays in the league so goddamn. LeBron is a fucking tank, bruh.
Gingerly up on his feet right now.
Niggas learn nothing from D Rose. Yeah, D Rose is like super skinny. LaMelo, yeah, LaMelo got to put on weight. All these skinny dudes, bro. Like people. That's why, like, I personally, I don't believe in players like Wemby. Like, it's cool, like it's exciting, but I don't, like, me personally, if we're talking about like an NBA fantasy team, I will never pick up Wemby unless he's there like in the third round and nobody picked him up. But like first round, I would not waste one of my picks on him, because like I don't trust that he'll be healthy the whole goddamn season. Look at Giannis. Yeah, Giannis is a fucking tank. You see Jubilee's video comparing LeBron and MJ with Skip. Yeah, I saw that. I ain't watching that shit. Yeah, they tendons be weak as hell. Like they afraid of the weights and stretching. So like for those unaware, that is one of the benefits. It strengthens you. Like, you know, knock on wood, I've never had a serious injury, and it's because I've always tried to maintain my strength or whatever. But a lot of these dudes, they just far too skinny. And they can't keep up a lot of stuff they be doing if they don't take care of their body in different ways. Kenyon Martin be preaching that shit. It just amazes me that these multi-billion-dollar teams with the greatest medicine doctors, it's trending too, damn job. They got all the best doctors in the facility, and they just be letting them do whatever. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, and I know he's been healthy this year, but you know, you got the Pelicans for the most part, let Zion's big ass do whatever, bro. This nigga eating gumbo off of fucking Ant Booty Queen Mariah Mills' ass. This shit is crazy. You see Bill Preston's coach for saying, yeah, I put that in the group chat. I seen that too. Bradley Bill, I can't believe that, bro. As a former Wizard, man, it's unfortunate. For those who didn't see the story, there's a rumor that came out that apparently Bradley Bill pressed the Suns coach because the Suns coach wanted him to play like Drew Holiday, which translation, he wanted him to play defense. This nigga cussed the coach out because he said, yo, I need you to play defense. That's why the Suns are cursed. That's why I don't believe wherever Kevin Durant goes, he ain't gonna win nothing either. Kevin Durant I'm pushing a new agenda. Kevin Durant needs Steph Curry. Zion is a sick man. Anytime I see Mariah Mills on my For You page, like every once in a while, it'll just be a Mariah Mills video just pop up. And like that shit, like she looks worse and worse every time. And I just be thinking like this nigga Zion needs to be arrested, dude. He needs to be fucking arrested. KD to the Wizards. Yeah, that's where careers go to die. I'm ready to get on the game. Yoga's underrated. Yoga is actually great. For strengthening your joints. You're actually right. I do certain yoga poses and shit. It's very good. Makes me think of those videos when dude broke his legs trying to dribble. Don't underestimate it. Dude, be well rounded. I deadass thought this was in Centel. I'm gonna look at it one more thing. Oh, there it is. Bradley Beal reportedly had an issue with Mike Budenholzer telling him to play like Drew Holiday. Don't ever disrespect me like that. Don't ever tell me to play like another player. It's funny too because like if you read between the lines, this was just a nice way for him to say, "Yo, can you please play defense and distribute the ball? Like, you're not in Washington anymore." Am I a Commanders fan? I don't watch football. No, I don't watch football. It's fucking fun.